Welcome, everybody, back to the Nexus. I have a special guest here today. I want to introduce you to one of the newest members of our team. This is Alexandra Bush. And since that is just like a mouthful, I barely got through it. We just call her AB.
Yep, that works.
Welcome, AB. How are you?
I'm doing really great, Renee. Thanks for having me.
I'm
super excited to be here.
We braved the snow.
Yes, it did. Thank God for four-wheel drive.
Yeah, it was crazy out there. Honestly, I'm just glad I made it in. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Be careful if you have a car. I don't know if you're going to make it anywhere.
Yeah, good luck. Have AAA on speed dial.
Yeah, make sure to have backups and then backups to the backups.
Yeah.
So anyways, AB is our new project manager here at True North Technologies. She has been a great addition already. She's just jumped right in and gotten started on some things, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But why don't you introduce yourself and tell us like where you went to school and just what you've done and how you got here.
Yeah, for sure. So I started at True North beginning of this month, and it's kind of just been like a whirlwind ever since, but it's been really, really good. I'm not from Lincoln originally. My dad was in the Air Force, so we moved around a bunch, but settled in Bennett ultimately. So I have a house full of animals out there with my husband, and came to True North via Tasha. She and I worked together previously, and she thought I would be a good fit for this position, and ended up working out really, really well, and I've been loving it.
Yeah, I am glad to hear that because we want to keep you around.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, so what do you think your role is going to kind of develop into here? Obviously, project management is somewhat vague, and we have a variety of different kinds of projects that we do. So tell us like what you've got started and kind of what your hopes and dreams are for your role.
For sure, yeah. As of right now, I'm kind of learning the ropes. Digital marketing is a new industry for me. So I've kind of been multitasking in terms of both learning this role as well as kind of just learning the industry. So as of right now, my main kind of job responsibilities are really functioning as a sort of intermediary point of contact between our customers and then the actual individuals and teams who are working on making their projects happen. So I handle a lot of kind of the detail stuff, make sure everybody's got the information they need both on the client side and the our development side, just really making sure that we're setting ourselves up for success as well as our customers.
That's awesome. So I think that'll make it a really easy process for our customers.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
Kind of the goal.
Definitely. And I have my background is sales and admin as well as some like management type stuff as well. So I definitely have a lot of really customer service focus in my personal kind of like business ethos. So definitely making it as seamless for the client as possible, delivering on time, if not before, delivering exactly what they want, and then anticipating needs before they're even brought to my attention is something that I'm really, really passionate about as well.
When you interviewed, I think that's one of the things that really set you apart, just your attention to customers and making sure that in the end, they're going to walk away happy.
Yeah.
It's not always possible, but generally speaking, you can, do something to at least meet them in the middle and
right. Or find a creative solution of, we do have some limitations with what you can and can't do within a certain size website or within, some functionalities within like a mobile app, say. But I'm definitely all about finding creative solutions to where, okay, if maybe I can't get you the exact formatting you're looking for, let's find a way to still have your end goal in mind and get you to that point, even if we kind of go a little bit of a different route to get there.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I love strategic people like that.
Sure.
And we talk a lot about strengths around here. Do you know some of your top strengths?
So my number one strength is connectedness, which I think does serve me really, really well. That's kind of my personality, is like that already of, things in the world are connected. But I think
you're going to have to, be that connector between all of our different... There's people working on little parts and pieces, copywriting, graphics.
Exactly. Yep. So having that kind of like overarching kind of view of the project management process definitely allows me to help make sure all the pieces are fitting together the way that they should. Input is one of my top strengths. Strategic is one of my top strengths. So I think those also play really well into project management. And then individualization as well. So that allows me, I think, to see each project, each client, and then also each member of our team as an individual and really tailor my own personal sort of methods towards a project or towards a person to make sure that I'm getting the best out of people, and then we're giving the best results for our clients too.
Yeah, and making sure, everybody's in the right role, making sure that they're, enjoying what they're doing, and everyone's more productive when they enjoy what they do, I think.
Yeah.
So, what else can you tell us about your experience here at True North, and what it was like onboarding with us? I think we really did a baptism by fire.
It definitely
because
was.
Your first day was strategic planning. So
yeah, definitely.
I think it was a great way to learn about the company and kind of what our vision is for the organization. But I'd just love to hear your take on it so far.
Yeah, definitely. I think having the strategic planning meeting be my first opportunity to kind of interact with the team, I think it was, even though it was crazy and a little overwhelming at times, it was definitely really beneficial for me to get a lot of good information about, okay, where has True North been for the past year? Where are we going looking forward? And then I have the opportunity from before day one of the year to start kind of planning some things in my own head of, okay, where do I need to be filling in gaps? Where do I need to be communicating with people? And then having the opportunity to kind of, as the year has progressed so far, which I say in late January, but as the year has progressed.
We call that TNT time.
It's definitely,
quicker than a New York minute.
Absolutely. TNT time is real. It is definitely real. But I enjoy having that kind of fast-paced component to my work of being able to always be doing the next thing and always be looking forward. So I think having my first kind of interaction with everybody be the strategic planning meeting really worked in my favor. And it gave everybody the chance, I think, to get to know me really well, because we did so much of the team building stuff that day as well. So I think it was just a really good way to integrate me into the team rather than hi, I'm here on my first day, I'm Alex, and it's a handshake kind of a thing with everybody. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, and you're kind of stepping into a role that Jen was doing. She was kind of wearing a lot of different hats. And so
definitely
taking that pressure off of her is allowing her to really thrive in other areas, which
definitely,
is kind of able to help a lot of different people in other ways. So
I
think just in general, you've been an awesome addition.
Thank you.
And I enjoy being around you. You're fun.
Thanks. Well, it's been nice for me to be able to take some of that stuff off of Jen's plate, specifically because you guys have not had a project manager per se before, the role is somewhat ill-defined at this point. But I'm able to get really good feedback from Jen on stuff that she's been doing in the project management sphere that either has or hasn't worked really well. And that's allowing me to have the opportunity to kind of build this role into exactly what it needs to be, rather than okay, well, I'm going to go down the list of my job description.
You kind of get to build it from the ground up.
Exactly. It gives me a lot of flexibility to make sure that I'm doing my best work and that everything is going the way that it needs to be, I think, which has been cool.
Well, one of my favorite things about AB is that she has a super huge vocabulary. I very rarely come across somebody that uses words I don't know what they mean. And just in this conversation, I think you used two. One of them was ethos, and I forgot the other one. Yeah. But what is ethos? What is the definition?
So it's so if you want to get into Socratic arguments and stuff like that.
Oh, I would love to do that. I've been studying Stoicism lately.
Okay, so
let's go there.
Way back in that kind of leg of it. So, and it's been a while since I've truly studied this, so forgive me, Facebook Live, if I'm giving incorrect information. But so the main ways that you argue, I know, right? The main ways that you argue a point, according to Socrates, were through pathos, which was an emotional appeal, logos, which was logic, and then ethos, which is being authoritative on a subject, if I remember correctly. So in terms of me then describing my personal sort of work ethos, it's my it's not necessarily ethics, but they're linked in the way that it's my personal set of expectations for myself, expectations for others, my approach to how I'm going to be doing my job, and the expectations that I also have of other people. Yeah.
Right, you're setting your own standard because you live within an ethos of your own doing,
right?
Not because it's implemented on top
right,
of you
exactly.
by
And that
some
kind of goes
other
back to
authoritative
I'm
figure,
building this position based on what works, not based on a laundry list of job descriptions of, oh, you send these kinds of emails and this is the kinds of things that you're supposed to be doing. Yeah.
Right. You accomplish your to-do list because that makes you feel good, and that's part of your character, not because someone else said, do your to-do list.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's really interesting.
Thanks.
I love that.
I'm full of fun facts like that, so if you ever need one, just swing on by.
Perfect. I love it. Okay, so this is a tangent. I don't even know if I was going to ask about this. So when we were at strategic planning, we all did a My Intention bracelet, if you guys can see.
Yeah.
Oh, good, you did wear it. I just literally bring it up and don't even know if you have it on. Oh, great, you didn't really like the project, I guess. Like you didn't wear your bracelet. Okay, well that was good.
We didn't plan this.
Anyways, I selected love because I was studying Stoicism, and the 4 pillars are courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance. And I feel like temperance is like something that I've always struggled with, you know, finding like a good balance, not going overboard.
Right.
Because I always do things to like the nth degree, you know, like there's just no stopping me. So I ended up selecting the word love because there's a lot of self-love there, but I also want to, you know, give a lot of love. And I thought it was really interesting when I was talking with Keely from Tap On It. She said there's, you know, lots of different kinds of love, and I looked it up and there's 8 of them.
Yep.
And so I actually really appreciated kind of learning all about that too. So
definitely.
What is your word? What did you pick?
So my bracelet says own your power. It was one of the longest ones that I kind of had to finesse a little bit to make sure that the little stamp was on there. But I think previously one of my main struggles in my work life, my personal life, has been like my self-confidence. I feel like I portray a lot of self-confidence, but it's kind of, it's not a mask necessarily, but that's how I prevent myself from feeling unconfident. It's just like I fake it till you make it kind of a thing. And so my intention for this year, as it relates to own your power, is I am good at the things that I set my mind to. I am somebody that people, you know, look to for guidance or, you know, new words or, you know, things like that. And so really stepping into my own abilities and believing in myself, that's something that I'm really focusing on really intensely this year.
That's cool.
Thanks.
I think that True North will be a great place for you to do that.
It has been already, definitely. I feel like I've had a lot of opportunities. Yeah.
They're going to give you great feedback, which is only just going to empower you more.
Yeah, absolutely. So. And, you know, just as importantly is the feedback of like, hey, you really could have done this a little bit better, or hey, you know, this didn't work out quite the way we had planned, because when that kind of true constructive criticism is delivered, that's, I know it's coming from a place of love or of, you know, mutual respect. It's not, I'm going to tear you down. But that is then reaffirming for me that even if I do mess something up or I make a mistake or I miss something, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean I'm not smart. It doesn't mean I'm not good at my job. It's just, let's figure out how we can move forward from it together. So
exactly. Just trying to become better at what we do every day. So we're always learning around here.
Yes.
My mom always said, like, I would say, I'm bored. And she'd be like, oh, I can fix that. And so, like, I've never, ever been able to be bored in my entire life.
Right.
And so it's just kind of like that around here, guys.
Yeah,
so, well, if you're bored, I can just keep dishing you guys some more stuff. Yeah. Cool. Well, any closing statements, anything that you'd like to share with our viewership, the Nexus?
I don't think so. Give us a call, drop me a line, shoot me an email, whatever. I'm on LinkedIn now. I didn't have one before.
Yay.
But yeah, any questions anybody's got, I am more than happy, even if you just want to chat or if you need to tell me, hey, your definition of ethos was poor and let's talk about it. I'm open to it.
If you all knew what the definition of ethos was, please make a comment.
Yes.
Just saying, I knew that.
There we go. I knew that.
I mean,
I knew that. You
that
got
will
it wrong,
impress
lady.
us, definitely. So, all right. Well, it's been great chatting with everybody. I hope you all stay safe out there. Here in Lincoln, Nebraska, it's pretty crazy. So,
bonkers.
Yeah. Thanks for being here today, AB.
Definitely.
I hope everybody got to know you because you're awesome. So, thanks for being here. We will talk to you next week. Bye.